Hey Jared, want a free 5070?
What? Of course!
But wait, there's a catch.
I don't care, I'm in.
At Meta PCs, we sometimes get requested to review products or even put them in our systems. And sometimes incredible people like the folks over at MSI say, have fun. So we're gonna have some fun. Jared.
Yeah.
If you can build a PC faster than Lynk, you can keep this brand new MSI GeForce RTX 5070 12G Vanguard SoC.
Ooh, sweet.
What do I get if I win?
You get paid. What are you guys waiting for? Let's get to building. All right, guys, let's get this card unboxed. Really excited to check it out, see what we have in store from our friends at MSI. Inside, you have the GPU, the graphics card, the granddaddy of them all. Let's lift this out. Oh, a little bit of a sag bracket, perhaps? So you can prop your GPU up. There's no sag happening here, not with the Vanguard. No, not with that. That is a good looking card, and it wouldn't be an MSI card if it didn't have little dragons on the fan. It's all dragoned out. Even on the back of the card, the back plate, nice little dragon there, MSI logo, the GeForce RTX. Very, very cool. Look at that spin. Oh boy. Do I see carbon fiber? Ooh. Carbon fiber on this thing too. Man, they thought of everything. It's very, very sleek. Look at that. A great looking card. Check that out. Okay, let's talk about a few cool features that this card has, which not everybody knows about. Firstly, you have the vapor chamber, and newer cards like this have a vacuum sealed block, which has about 1 to 2 millimeters of water inside. The advanced vapor chamber in this card sits right on top of the core pipes, which is on the die. That's your main graphics processor. And when it heats up, the liquid inside evaporates, then that water vapor hits the top of the chamber, releases its heat, condenses, and then falls back down to repeat the cycle. It's a pretty cool use of science to add extra layers of cooling to your components.
Meanwhile.
All right, so Zach only said that I had to build this system faster than Lynk, but he didn't mention anything about cable management. So while Lynk is being dumb and managing his cables, I'm just gonna skip that part completely and just be finished. I'm feeling pretty confident.
Jared, you know I'm right here. I can hear you, right?
I'm feeling pretty confident.
All right, the next thing about this card that is great are the actual core pipes. They're square instead of round, which is not only aesthetically cool, but it actually serves a purpose. Core pipes work the same way that the vapor chamber does. It's with a small amount of liquid, it's usually water, and a wicking layer, which is made from sintered metal. That's sintered, look it up. It's a really fun deep dive. And the core pipes, they're directly on the GPU die, and they move the heat to the fins in your heatsink. Now, the square design is actually really cool because it's A, more efficient since more of the pipe is touching the core, and B, it looks cooler. And if you've got square pipes, you've got something special because they're much more difficult to manufacture, and with the added surface area, they're more efficient.
Hey Lynk, how's my new build coming along over there?
It's actually pretty radical, dude. So you're gonna have the MSI Mag Pano 100L and the Ryzen 7 7800X3D, pair of Dominator DDR5 Corsair RAM, the M480 MSI M.2, the Mag X870E Carbon, the Mag Cooler Liquid i360, as well with the Mag A750GL.
Sweet, I can't wait to take that thing home. Hey man, can you help me a little bit?
How did you even do that?
I don't know, I just got a little tangled. Still feeling pretty confident though.
Okay, now check out these fans. It's really easy to assume that the shape of the fan blades is purely for aesthetics, but where you see things like these little spirals on the Stormforce fans, which they call antigrade fins, they actually have a purpose. So when the GPU fans spin, they create little vortices around the edges, which is like a tiny whirlpool of air near the tips. What these do is they break up each vortex and allow the air to flow more smoothly, which not only increases the efficiency, but it also reduces volume. And I could go deeper and talk about CFM and static pressure, but this video is already a nerd fest, and I'd rather talk about why there's 7 fan blades. This isn't exclusive to this card. In fact, most of them come with 7 fins because while more fins can push more air, also make more noise, and 7 is a sweet spot for efficiency and cooling.
All right, so I already basically had this whole thing put together, then I realized I had a standoff in the wrong spots, and it was shorting out the motherboard, so now I had to take everything back out of the case, and I'm already kind of screwed because Lynk's already almost done. I don't know what's even happening anymore. I'm hoping that if I can shove everything back in this case and get it to boot, then I can still win. I'm still feeling pretty confident.
All right, so the core pipes, vapor chamber, and the fans are all part of their hyper-frozer thermal design. And the last piece of that is the shape of the heatsink fins. Now they did this cool wave design with the high and low fins. The geek version explanation is that it breaks up laminar flow and increases resonance time in the heatsink. But for people out there without a ChatGPT Plus subscription, normal fins can end up with a flow of air that's smooth, which can skip over some of the fins. But the wavy design here breaks up that smooth flow. And while that may not sound like the right play, it actually reduces airflow resistance and softens the sound that the air makes as it flows through the fins.
All right, so in the middle of building my PC, I realized that I had an older power supply and I had to get a power supply splitter. So I'm currently running back because I got one. I had to run out to Best Buy to get it. I just realized I work at a PC store and we probably had them there. Fuck.
Lastly, let's talk about the design of this card because this is a great looking card. I mean, just take a look at the back plate on this thing. And hey, for the overclockers and big back gamers out there, you can tweak and optimize this card using MSI Center and Afterburner. Hope you learned something, but listen, I'm pretty sure that Lynk is waiting on this card, so let's take it down to him. And that's time. Okay, so Jared, stop.
Oh.
The most important part when I take a look at these builds is build quality, and especially cable management.
Damn it.
All right, Lynk, let's take a look at this build. Oh my gosh, the RGB, beautiful. We've got great cable management. Lynk, you did a great job on this, man.
Thank you so much, Zach.
Don't thank me, Phil wrote the script. All right, let's take a look. Jared, what have you done?
Well, there was kind of a thing with the standoff.
Yeah, cool, I don't care. Lynk's the winner, congrats, Jared. No graphics card for you.
But I was feeling so confident.
All right, build quality is great, this thing looks awesome, but what's most important to me is how this thing performs at home. Not benchmarking, none of that stuff. So, you know what? Who wants to play some Marvel Rivals at work? Yeah! All right, so we wanted to run some comparisons against some of the PCs that we have up here in the office. We've got Jared here. He's running a system that has a 4070 in it. He's getting about 84 FPS on the benchmark in game. Phil's system, 114 FPS. Well, that's with the 5070 Ti. We might need to do some optimization on Phil's system here. We've got Chance with the one and only 4070 Super in here, 90 FPS. But check out the MSI Vanguard 5070 on the in-game benchmark. It got 103 FPS. And what's cool about this too is it didn't go above 60 degrees on that as well. So great card. It's performing very, very well here on Marvel Rivals. Now we're gonna get back to some games, but check this out. The MSI Vanguard 5070 kicked some serious butt. Check that out. Wow, and look at Jared. This is the worst gameplay I've ever seen. Special apologies to MSI for that one. Oh, look, he hit a shot. That's kind of fun. Wait, what's that? I've never seen that character in my entire life. Is that a Marvel character? Lynk with the MSI Vanguard. Now, this is probably the best looking gameplay that I've seen in the entire upstairs. I mean, all the other systems, they look okay, but this one is really, really special. And I'm not just saying that because MSI was gracious enough to sponsor this video. I truly think it looks incredible. Okay, guys, yeah, that's fun. We had some fun playing games. Time to get back to work. Stop. Oh, stop. Oh no, they're gonna play for the rest of the day. Well, we've lost the entire day to Rivals. Thanks, MSI.
Come on, Jared. Get him. No.
Try it.
No.